Hello and welcome to this tutorial designed to teach you how to read tablature. Now here we have a standard professional music sheet with tablature. Right here is the name of a song. In this case it is Seek and Destroy by Metallica from the Kill 'Em All album. Now up here you'll see a pretty extensive list of chords. These grids right here are just another form of tablature in a vertical format, up and down. These little letters and numbers are the names of these chords. In my next video I'm going to show you what all these mean, and I will show you how to read this form of tablature. Now one thing I want to point off right here is this is the tempo, which is the speed of the song. And this number right here is the beats per minute. If you have a metronome, you'll want to set it to this number. Over here, in this little area that I'm circling, will usually be guitar tuning information. Now what does it mean if there is none? It means that your guitar is supposed to be in standard tuning. Now what that means is from the first to the sixth strings, the order is E, B, G, D, A, E. I'll walk you through a few examples here. This is what I mean by tuning information. As you can see, these strings are listed in order 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. E, B, G, D, A, E. Now with this particular song, it is tuned down a half step from the standard tuning. Now all that means is that it is tuned down by one note, or one fret if you will. These little italic B looking things are music notation for flat, which means tuned down. The opposite of that would be sharp, which looks like the pound sign. Now here in this example we see drop D tuning. Now drop D tuning is special from normal tuning because the only string that is tuned differently is the sixth string, which is your thickest string on top while looking down on the guitar. Now you'll also notice that there are no little flat symbols, which are the italic B's that I told you about from the last example. Now also notice that it is E, B, G, D, A, D. Now to tune to drop D tuning, you are tuning the sixth string down by two notes, or a whole step, or two frets if you will. In a later video I'll show you how to do that by ear in just 3 seconds. It's pretty fast. Now in this example things just got a little bit trickier. You'll see that it is drop D tuning that is tuned down a whole step. Now what this means is that all the notes have been tuned down by two notes, or two frets. Now with the sixth string, since drop D tuning is tuning the sixth string down a whole step anyway, in this example you have tuned the sixth string down by two whole steps, which means 4 notes or 4 frets. Now the reason I went into so much detail there is because if you ever want to play along with the song, you have to tune exactly as it tells you. Otherwise, the tablature that you've learned is useless and you will sound out of tune with the song. Now to begin learning tablature, understand that each of these lines represent a string on the guitar. And these numbers here represent frets. Now technically, the guitar here is upside down. But in reality, the strings are right side up in their order. What this means is that this is the first string, the high E, the second string, B, third string, G, fourth string, D, fifth string, A, sixth string, E. Now the tablature represents this. This is the top line, and and this is the bottom line. And that actually throws a lot of people off, because a lot of people associate this string as the top string, because normally when they think about a guitar they see it like this. So to put things in perspective, look at the tablature from the guitar's point of view, and it all makes sense. And now that all that is out of the way, all you gotta learn about now is the frets, which is just the easiest thing ever to understand. These are frets. These are fret bars. This is the first fret, second fret, third fret, and just keep counting. Usually the fret with 2 dots is the 12th fret. So now let's apply what we've learned, and let's get you started on your first tablature lesson. Now first, because I know it's kind of hard to see with the camera here, I want to point out that this is an 8 for the 8th fret, this is an 8, and this is an 8. This right here is a 0, so it's that, that, and that. Now first, I'm going to show you how to do your first guitar technique, which is a palm mute. If you want to learn any metal or rock, you're going to have to learn how to do a palm mute, probably first and foremost, because just about every Metallica song has palm mutes in it. This is the music notation for palm mute. That's what the PM stands for. Now palm muting is really easy, but all we're doing with palm muting is taking the edge of our palm here and placing it just inside the bridge. Now let's see what the tablature looks like from your point of view. So now as you're looking at it, go ahead and try to play along with me. And that concludes this tutorial. I hope you learned something. Stay tuned for my next video where I will show you how to read this form of tablature. Thanks for watching.